ball game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing here, Howell. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Off play action, it's Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now they go play action with Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But touchdown! Jahan Dotson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback. And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Looking out of the gun, Franks. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Howell. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really nice game. Out of the air on 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's getting it?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a second straight play. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Franks, third down from the gun. Steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out. And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now throwing on 1st down here. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down about the 33.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Ready. Ultra. Ready.
They run it with Chandler. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. It's Franks now from the shotgun. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So Charles there on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll go play action. Howell completes it to Samuel. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
First down,
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel from 19 yards away. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
The score, Commanders 26, Vikings 3.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone. I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Without a doubt, that one is going to be implemented forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do? Put a man on him. The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Gibson again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Faking the handoff. Howell. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sailed into the 13-yard line. With Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Vikings 10.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Throwing again, Frank's on 2nd and 10. And he's got this to Jefferson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, here's Franks. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
A 2nd down throw coming for Franks. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. The Franks looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. One last shot before the break. Howell eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Chandler. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Setting up play action. Franks. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Franks. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the 3rd quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Franks. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. Ready?
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. A quick throw, but incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now trying to pick it up on third. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's Chandler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go play action with Franks. Left side got Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. They'll run on first down. It's Chandler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler, 29 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And they'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Second down, Howell now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They try to get it all back able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they go play action with Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has been a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he'll get it out to the shot in midfield at the 48. That's good for a gain of 6. Now that's going to bring up the 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play, because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Ready, go. Black shot. 6, 7.
A 1st down throw. Here's Franks. He completes it to Jones. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Okay, ready?
On 1st down, Chandler looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Working out of the gun, Franks. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down, would you say dotting the I? Make it cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And cycle. Red cycle.
Franks now. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. They're going to try and run. And they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away.
Fair catch made on the 25-yard line. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business? Now that you're being pressed, it is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Howell, another throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Za'Darius Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 59 yards. And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Fair catch made on the 25-yard line. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Vikings 35.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch. Made it 21-yard line. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Hal throwing on first down here. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Able to connect with Dotson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And some space here. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Howell. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here at the 9-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year as a quarterback, but that's going to be one he flips on the tape. He's like, I should have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. Franks. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick-6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he was finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So now the big players inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Chandler. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, here's Nwogu. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. Chandler, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now? and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Here's Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
And the Washington first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Howell to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. With one final shot. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter.